I think this is a place where boundaries are pushed. No is never an acceptable answer.
Where opportunities are endless. Definitely. Where things get done.
This is a place where I live, I breathe, and I'll probably retire.
This is a place that inspires us, that we're very proud of, and it's a place that we'd like to call our home.
We laugh a lot. Do you know how much comedy there is here?
Derivco is a springboard. It's almost like a springboard for you to jump beyond yourself. It encourages like-minded people, people that want to make a difference to the industry and also to the organization, to really exceed beyond their expectations.
This is a place where I think magic happens.
It was a little house that we worked in that turned into an office, and there were a few of the guys all barefoot. There were cables all over the floors, and our parents were all saying, "It's growing too fast, this is going to crash and burn." But of course it never hiccuped once. It just went from strength to strength. It was a wide world out there for us to conquer.
For us, it's very important to maintain the leading software supplier to microgaming. That's important for us because microgaming was the beginning of the industry in a way. They started it. So for us, there's a great deal of responsibility. There are a lot of people, a lot of companies that are chasing us and people that are hot on our heels. So we're aware of that and we make sure that we are doing what we need to do to leave them in the dust.
Well, I think we've got three main areas. So you've got your developers, you've got the IT guys, and I say guys, I suppose they're mainly guys, but there are some girls in there. And then you've got the artists, and they'd all definitely have their own kind of culture or their own ways that come about. I think what's nice about all of them, they kind of all have similar traits as well.
Everybody's got degrees. Everybody is like, you know, this with the Big Bang Theory. Everybody gets the humor. Everybody gets the whole subculture.
Bunch of geniuses.
What do I want to do when I'm 60? I mean, what kind of code am I going to write when I'm 60? Like, I'm not going to stop coding. That is damn sure. I'm coding till I die.
Since I was 13 years old, all I ever wanted to do was make computer games. That's just what I wanted to do.
It's actually an incredible mix of people. We've got your super intelligent computer geeks, I guess we'd call it, and geek for me is a good thing.
It's kind of surfers to the guys who are gamers to like, you know, chicks who like programming, chicks who do art, guys who do art, sound guys, music guys, QA specialists. My official job title is Team Lead of Mobile Services at Derivco, but really I'm just a developer at heart. I love writing code. Derivco has a great propensity to reset and innovate again and think, are we doing it right? Should we think about it again? Let's start again. And so you get the sense of that vibe and that everything's up for grabs. You know, if this isn't working, we'll try something else.
When there are new projects on the go, I know like you're in different departments and something's being started up or something's coming to completion, you can feel that energy about people and the way they're proud of what they've accomplished and what they're putting out there. These guys are so committed to what they're doing and they love it.
I think the adrenaline rush comes from the high level of intellect in this building. I think if somebody could harness that energy and we could power a small substation with that, it's amazing. It's like everybody's just so jacked up about what they're doing. The innovation is there, the research is there, the development. We're designing and developing leading edge technology every single day.
We work on projects. So anything that really doesn't fall into a product area, something that spans product areas, something that's risky, something that's technically complex, we would get involved with.
Generally stuff that other people don't want to touch with a barge pole because it tends to be really, really hard. But for us, we enjoy doing that sort of thing. It's more than just sort of conceiving of a solution to a particularly nasty problem. It's all parts of seeing it delivered. We have to see the thing from birth all the way through to production, design it, write the code, help with the testing, help with the deployment, look after it once it's live, sometimes conceive a new team.
The one constant we have in our lives is change. And that's something that Derivco has just had to learn to be good at. There are not many places that design and develop software from scratch, and where the software and the technology is the core of your business. So for a lot of our people, which predominantly are technologists, it's for them, it ticks a lot of their boxes.
I mean, in terms of our industry, we need to be at the forefront of everything. So we have to be entrepreneurial all the time. There's always something on the go. And if you want to be a part of it, you just got to put your hand up and say, I have an idea for this, or I want to be a part of that. And, you know, it's push hard enough, it'll happen.
What I'm trying to do is basically get your input, your feedback.
We don't think 5 years' time, we think in 6 months' time. Our world gets shaken up regularly and on an ongoing basis, both positively and negatively. So it's about being able to ride those punches, it's about being able to get up and fight again. So yeah, that's our world.
You don't get to be the best in the world by accident, and certainly not consistently like Derivco has been with what we produce. There's not many places you're privileged enough to have such a high concentration of really switched on guys who not only know what they're talking about, but enjoy it as well. Yeah, I love my team. I started off in the support desk and joined what was then IT Enterprise 8.5 years ago, and I've been with them ever since. Love working with the guys. I've got a huge passion for what we do. When the chips are down and you really need to get things working, to be able to rely on people who you've got that relationship with, you can't really buy that.
I didn't have the experience to manage people. I was given the opportunity when I applied for the role, and then a leadership development program is in place where they take you through an entire learning curve. I mean, they bring in the best of the best teaching companies from outside and teach you strategic planning, strategic thinking, business processes and models, how to deal with people, how to deal with conflict situations, how to manage people, how to manage performance. So I've got all the training, the theoretical training, and trust me, in Derivco, you get the practical training every day. You get to apply it.
But that's one thing I really, really like about Derivco. They actually allow you and they want you to grow in every aspect of your life.
We accept each other for our quirks and idiosyncrasies, but we focus on working together very, very much because it is an important part of our expectation. Teamwork is critical.
And there's this commonality, this strong thread that binds us all together here. It's what I call the spine of Derivco. It's that family element. But there's this passion, this ownership and care, which is very prevalent. It's very evident. You can see it.
Derivco has helped me a lot in so many areas of my life, especially my career development and even some personal help, and they've been great. They are very supportive. They've given me the opportunity to actually practice and be hands-on on what I'm studying to put everything together, which is absolutely awesome. The family that I come from, it's an educated family. It's not a rich family. The time my dad taught me education is your wealth. I'm following those footsteps. 2-3 years ago, I got very ill, and this place was very supportive in every aspect. When I came back, I think it was Michelle in IT, she says, I can hear that you are back. Because I laugh my lungs out. That's me. That releases endorphins, happy hormones. The laughter, I love it.
I don't think I could work anywhere else. If I had to move to another company and they put me in a box, I'd come knocking on the door, please take me back. It wouldn't work. The nice thing about Durban is pretty much summer all year round, so come winter time we can still be out and about and having fun. And then the beach, I love the water, so I've taken up kite surfing. The surfing has been interesting, but I dive, and so I'm very active in terms of that. So this lifestyle suits me down to the ground.
It's harder work, harder play is a good way to describe it. Not a lot of value placed on like what you wear and what you, like kind of your dress code and that sort of stuff. But a lot of value is played in your contribution to the company.
But the core of our philosophy of, you know, let's get good people and then let's look after them and let's create an environment where people can thrive. And I really believe in human interaction and teamwork. And you can have the cleverest and brightest people in the world, but if they're not all coordinated and engaged and aligned and working in the same direction, you're not going to achieve much.
What sets Derivco apart from other environments, other companies, is I think that we have it all, if I can say that. From the development aspect through to the design aspect, through to the testing aspect, employment. We've got a great team of people that take care of the administrative side of the business, the HR side. We've got our own HR team. The fact that we have our own IT support, and I know a lot of companies that will outsource IT support. We don't have that. We have that in-house. We even get fed at work. I mean, there's no reason to leave the building.
There's a lot of investment that's done back in the people. When you're being pushed and challenged, when you're working the late hours, which inevitably do happen, it's nice to look around you and see the things that have been gifted to you, and it makes it worth it.
The industry has changed so much that it really feels like I've worked for 4 or 5 companies. And we're right at the point right now where everything's about to go to the next level. So I feel like I'm about to apply for a new position. But there's a whole lot of change coming, which is really exciting for us as we step into more of the international arena, with Derivco International becoming a reality.
Kind of excitement to chaotic panic, wrapped up with definitely a sense of purpose. It's got a direction, but it's crazy while you're getting there, and it's exciting, and there's a lot on the go. And sometimes it does feel a bit panicky. You're like, oh, it's too much, it's crazy. And then when you see it come to a completion, when there's a project that's been finished off, I mean, nothing beats that feeling of when something succeeds. It's like the best high in the world. It's amazing.
It's that element of excitement and uncertainty, and that we like to see ourselves at the cutting edge of technology, and we don't know where that's going.
Tuan said, I love it. I came to Derivco looking for a career and found a family. And that's what a lot of people come to the conclusion of. I cannot believe it. It's a little overwhelming in the beginning because people say they care, but then they show that they care. And that's been the ethos.
It's a special thing about being involved in a company, I think, that we have all created. And it also comes back to culture. And it's about every little person. It's every little piece that makes up a culture. It's not one thing. You can't put your finger on it and define culture. It's every little piece, and that's every person that adds to the culture. I've never slowed down. And we've never slowed down. We can't slow down. No, you can't slow down.